Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Cousins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest, but many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. Well, you were the smart one.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Vikings coming back out here, and, you know, they're the number 6 seed. We mentioned their win over New Orleans. Both number 6 seeds actually advancing, with Tennessee doing it in the AFC. But that overtime win in New Orleans from Minnesota, you think about it, we haven't had a wild card team in the Super Bowl since the Ravens back in Super Bowl 47. They won that over San Fran. What kind of chances do you give the Vikings?
Well, I give them an excellent chance because As much as the ball is thrown in the NFL, come playoff time, if you can't run it, you're not going to be able to advance. And they got Dalvin Cook back healthy, and he ran it very well against New Orleans. And that offensive line is adapted to his style, and they want to run the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Fights off the defender. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They come up in an offset eye.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Goal hold, able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
First down. Here's Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. The first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a third time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Cousins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Cousins, and it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You don't want no problem from me.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Cousins. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Cousins. There he goes inside the 30. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Here we go. Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Levine Toilolo, the tight end, is intended target. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So Cousins and the Vikings down 28-20, a minute 39 to go. This is where your playoff medal is tested on the road, needing a touchdown to stay alive as they've got it first and 10. Now Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down now with that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Complete. It's Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. They'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Cousins going to come up on a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's back to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And Diggs has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with time running out as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they can't corral him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Like 20.
Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This would put them in the NFC title game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is gone. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.